New York Permit Test Practice 6 Real Exams to Pass First Time. Number 1. New York Written Driving Test Practice. When passing a truck, drivers should A. Decrease their speed if passing the truck on a downgrade. B. Pass on the right for maximum visibility. C. Pull in front of the truck before they can see the cab. D. Let the truck driver know they are passing by blinking their headlights. D. Let the truck driver know they are passing by blinking their headlights. When approaching any intersection or driveway, drivers should A. Change lanes. B. Pass other vehicles and then stop. C. Drive at the fastest speed just before entering the intersection. D. Look both ways and be ready to stop. D. Look both ways and be ready to stop. Ramp signals. A. Control the speed of vehicles entering a freeway. B. Are not considered traffic control devices. C. Control the weight of trucks entering a freeway. D. Control the rate of vehicles entering a freeway. D. Control the rate of vehicles entering a freeway. People who drive after drinking risk. A. Higher insurance rates, jail sentences. B. Heavy fines, loss of license. C. Injuries and fatalities. D. All of the above. D. All of the above.
This road sign means A. Two-way left turn. B. Railroad warning. C. No passing zone. D. One-way street ahead. And the answer is B. Railroad warning.
Drinking alcohol while taking other drugs could cause A. Serious health problems. B. The effects of alcohol to be multiplied. C. Death. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. When you are driving on a multi-lane road, if another vehicle moves into your lane right in front of you, cutting you off, you should A. Brake only if necessary to avoid a crash, and follow the other vehicle closely for a while. B. Honk your horn and brake firmly, to quickly drop back from the other vehicle. C. Stay calm. Slow down if necessary to avoid a crash, and gently drop back to a safe following distance. D. Brake sharply. C. Stay calm. Slow down if necessary to avoid a crash, and gently drop back to a safe following distance.
This sign warns of A. Ahead. A. Soft shoulder. B. Hill. C. No passing zone. D. Truck. And the answer is B. Hill.
Which of the following is not a defensive driving tip? A. It is better to drive off the road than skid off when avoiding a crash. B. Hitting a car moving in the same direction as you are is better than hitting a car head-on. C. Hitting a post is better than hitting a bush. D. It is better to swerve right instead of toward oncoming traffic to prevent a crash. C. Hitting a post is better than hitting a bush. Overdriving your headlights is dangerous because A. You can't see upcoming road hazards. B. Your stopping distance is greater than the effective illumination of your headlights. C. Your stopping distance is too short. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. What does overdriving your headlights mean? A. Driving so slow that your headlights go into standby mode. B. Driving over a bridge with your headlights on. C. Driving so fast that you cannot stop within the range of the headlights. D. Driving so fast that you could break your headlights. C. Driving so fast that you cannot stop within the range of the headlights. When a public transit bus traveling in the same direction has signaled and is re-entering the traffic flow, drivers should A. Yield the right-of-way to the bus. B. Pass the bus on the right. C. None of the other answers is correct. D. Pass the bus on the left. A. Yield the right of way to the bus. When following motorcycles, drivers should A. Keep more space in front of their vehicle. B. Reduce the minimum following distance. C. Keep less space in front of their vehicle. D. Try to pass them as they have different braking capabilities than other motor vehicles. A. Keep more space in front of their vehicle. And pavement marking may be painted on the paved approach to a railroad crossing. A. AXT. B. SXS. C. RXC. D. RXR. D. RXR. Are required by law when changing lanes or overtaking a vehicle. A. Turn signals. B. Four-way emergency flashers. C. Traffic signals. D. High beam headlights. A. Turn signals.
This sign tells drivers that there is a reduction of lanes ahead. B. They must stay on the right side of the divider. C. A divided highway ends ahead. D. There is a right turn ahead. And the answer is B. They must stay on the right side of the divider.
On a two-way roadway with a center lane, drivers from either direction can make on the center lane A. Right turns. B. Sudden turns. C. Left turns. D. U-turns. C. Left turns. You are driving on a roadway with multiple lanes of travel in the same direction and are approaching an emergency vehicle parked along the roadway. You must leave the lane closest to the emergency as soon as it is safe to do so, or slow down to a speed of 20 miles per hour below the posted speed limit. B. Yield to the emergency vehicle. C. If you are in the lane closest to the emergency vehicle, immediately come to a complete stop and ask if any help is needed. D. All of the above. Leave the lane closest to the emergency as soon as it is safe to do so, or slow down to a speed of 20 miles per hour below the posted speed limit.
From the center lane, drivers can pass slow-moving vehicles. B. Make U-turns. C. Make left turns. D. All of the above. And the answer is C. Make left turns.
Drivers may not cross, unless turning left when it is safe to do so. A. Double solid yellow lines. B. Red lines. C. Broken yellow lines. D. Double solid white lines. A. Double solid yellow lines. Number 2. New York City permit test questions. Which of the following are allowed on expressways? A. Motor scooters with more than 150 cubic centimeter displacement. B. Motor-driven cycles. C. Bicycles. D. All of the above. F. Motor scooters with more than 150 cubic centimeter displacement. When a hazard is seen ahead, reaction distance is how far a vehicle will continue to travel, in ideal conditions, before the driver hits the brakes. B equals total stopping distance minus perception distance. C is the sum of perception distance and braking distance. D. None of the above. Is how far a vehicle will continue to travel, in ideal conditions, before the driver hits the brakes. Car insurance is important because A. It protects your car. B. You can drive faster if you have the proper insurance coverage. C. It protects yourself and others. D. It may be required by law. C. It protects yourself and others. Blind spots are F. Areas to the side or rear of a vehicle that the driver cannot see with use of mirrors. B. Lanes reserved for U-turns. C. At night, the darkest areas of a road, where emergency flashers should be used. D. Dangerous intersection where the maximum speed limit is 15 miles per hour or less. F. Areas to the side or rear of a vehicle that the driver cannot see with use of mirrors.
This sign is A. Regulatory sign. B. Stop sign. C. Guide sign. D. Warning sign. And the answer is D. Warning sign.
While his/her vehicle is disabled on the highway or shoulder, a driver should use A. An umbrella if it's raining. B. Four-way emergency flashers. C. Left and right turn signals together. D. A three-point turn. B. Four-way emergency flashers. Turning motorists must, at intersections and driveways, A. Make U-turns. B. Block the crosswalk when stopped at a red light. C. Stop for pedestrians. D. Make a turn that causes pedestrians to stop. C. Stop for pedestrians. If another car has stopped in an adjacent lane in the same direction of travel, you should A. Tap your horn to let the other driver know you are passing. B. Speed up and pass the vehicle on the right. C. Pass the car on the left. D. Be careful in case the other vehicle has stopped for a pedestrian. D. Be careful in case the other vehicle has stopped for a pedestrian. When the gas pedal is jammed, drivers should not A. Keep their eyes on the road. B. Pull off the road when safe to do so. C. Pump the brake pedal hard and fast. D. Shift into neutral. C. Pump the brake pedal hard and fast.
This sign indicates that the road ahead A. Is a divided highway. B. Curves right. C. Turns sharply right, then left. D. Curves right, then left. And the answer is D. Curves right, then left.
Alcohol tolerance. A. Does not change with age. B. Increases with age. C. Is lower when you drink whiskey. D. Decreases with age. D. Decreases with age. Braking distance is A. Usually 50 feet. B. How far a vehicle will travel, in ideal conditions, while the driver is braking. C. The total distance a vehicle has traveled until it comes to a complete stop. D. How far a vehicle will continue to travel before the driver hits the brakes. B. How far a vehicle will travel, in ideal conditions, while the driver is braking. The pedestrian countdown period. At the beginning of the don't start or flashing hand phase N, with a 0 and a don't walk or solid red hand. A. Ends, starts. B. Starts, ends. C. Ends, ends. D. None of the above. B. Starts, ends. Which of the following is not a defensive driving technique? A. Looking for possible danger. B. Acting right away to prevent a crash. C. Thinking ahead. D. Being friendly to other drivers. D. Being friendly to other drivers. Which line on a pavement permits the passing of other vehicles? A. Solid yellow line. B. Broken yellow line. C. Broken white line. D. Solid white line. C. Broken white line.
This symbol is used for A. Slow-moving vehicles. B. Dangerous intersections. C. Yield signs. D. No passing zone. And the answer is A. Slow-moving vehicles.
A driver is approaching a highway railroad crossings and is following a bus. The driver should A. Pass the bus and come to a complete stop within 15 feet of the crossing. B. Be alert as the bus may have to stop at the crossing even when the gates are up. C. Overtake and pass the bus before reaching the crossing. D. None of the above. B. Be alert as the bus may have to stop at the crossing even when the gates are up. Which of the following is true when crossing a railroad track? A. Do not move forward until it's safe to do so. B. If there is more than one track, make sure all tracks are clear before starting to cross. C. In heavy traffic, make sure there is room for their vehicle on the other side before crossing. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. To reduce their chances of colliding with an animal, drivers should A. Scan the sides of the road to watch for the reflection of vehicle headlights in the eyes of animals. B. Look well down the road and far off to each side. C. Slow down when approaching animals that are standing near the road. D. All of the above. D. All of the above.
This sign warns drivers of a dip in the road. Drivers should be ready to stop if the dip is filled with water. B. A bridge ahead, wide enough to accommodate 2 lanes of traffic, but with very little clearance. C. A narrow road ahead. D. A reduction of lanes. And the answer is B. A bridge ahead, wide enough to accommodate 2 lanes of traffic, but with very little clearance.
Number 3. New York State Permit Test Questions and Answers. Which of the following is not true? Before you start your engine, you should A. Make sure your safety belt is clean. B. Adjust the seat so you can reach all controls. C. Make sure your car is in park or neutral gear. D. Adjust the inside and outside rearview mirrors. A. Make sure your safety belt is clean. Your red traffic signal changes to green while a pedestrian is crossing in your traffic lane. The right-of-way should be given A. To the pedestrian. B. By the pedestrian. C. To you. D. By the pedestrian, but only when vehicles are turning left. A. To the pedestrian. On an expressway, drivers should A. Follow other vehicles closely. B. Drive on the median strip. C. Park on the left lane. D. Stop driving when they feel tired. D. Stop driving when they feel tired.
This sign warns ahead A. Of a reduction of lanes. B. That a divided highway ends. C. That a reversible lane starts. D. Of 2-way traffic. And the answer is D. Of 2-way traffic.
Carpool vehicles are those with A. 2 or more occupants in the car. B. 3 or more occupants in the car. C. Less than 4 occupants in the car. D. Anti-hydroplaning tires. A. 2 or more occupants in the car. When the light is red, drivers A. Must stop after entering the intersection. B. Must yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. C. Must come to a complete stop before moving into the intersection. D. Can go, but only if the intersection is clear. C. Must come to a complete stop before moving into the intersection. Parking is not allowed within feet of any flashing signal, stop sign, or traffic signal. A. 50. B. 30. C. 15. D. 100. B. 30. On slippery roads, drivers should A. Come to a complete stop. B. Reduce the reaction distance. C. Leave more space in front of their vehicle. D. Increase their speed to avoid hydroplaning. C. Leave more space in front of their vehicle. If you want to go to a social event where you might drink alcohol, you should A. Arrange to go with 2 or more people and agree that one of you will not drink alcohol. B. Arrange to remain overnight or ride home with a friend who does not drink. C. Use public transportation or a taxi, if available. D. All of the above. D. All of the above.
What should drivers do when the red lights begin to flash? A. Turn off the ignition. B. Slow down. C. Yield. D. Stop. And the answer is D. Stop.
Before pulling out from a right-side parallel parking space, drivers must A. Check for approaching traffic and give a left turn signal. B. Enter the traffic flow and then give a left turn signal. C. Make sure no law enforcement officer who is directing traffic. D. None of the above. A. Check for approaching traffic and give a left turn signal. Crossbuck signs are A. Speed limit signs. B. Yield signs. C. Stop signs. D. Flashing signals. B. Yield signs. Any driver under the age of 18 who accumulates 6 or more points within a 12-month period is automatically restricted for 1 year to A. Operating the motor vehicle only between 7 a.m. and 11 p.m. B. Driving for business purposes only. C. Driving within 25 miles from home. D. Driving only during weekends. B. Driving for business purposes only.
This road sign means A. Stop sign ahead. B. Merge right. C. Curve ahead. D. Reduction in lanes. And the answer is D. Reduction in lanes.
What is the meaning of red traffic signs? A. High emphasis warning. B. School ahead. C. Stop, do not enter or wrong way. D. Regulatory. C. Stop, do not enter or wrong way. An 8-lane highway has pedestrian countdown period. A 4-lane road. A. The same as. B. A longer than. C. Half the of. D. A shorter than. B. A longer than. A bicyclist on the road ahead has their left arm extended downward to their left. You should assume the bicyclist is signaling that she is A. Turning left. B. About to turn right. C. Slowing down or stopping. D. Tired. C. Slowing down or stopping.
This road sign means A. The road ends ahead. B. No passing zone. C. Sharp right turn ahead. D. Drivers should drive with caution. And the answer is D. Drivers should drive with caution.
A driver needing to turn a car around in a very small space should A. Always use a 3-point turn. B. Drive to the next roundabout. C. Use a 3-point U-turn on a curve. D. Make a U-turn if possible. D. Make a U-turn if possible. Doing all you can to prevent crashes is called A. Defensive driving. B. Boring driving. C. Anti-collision driving. D. Crash prevention driving. A. Defensive driving. Number 4. DMV New York permit test questions. A. Marks the right edge of the roadway. A. Solid yellow line. B. Solid white line. C. Broken white line. D. Broken yellow line. B. Solid white line. A driver who approaches an intersection. A. Has the right-of-way over traffic already in the intersection. B. Must yield the right-of-way to traffic already in the intersection. C. Must drive straight through the intersection, even if another vehicle is already in the intersection. D. None of the above. B. Must yield the right-of-way to traffic already in the intersection. Roads are most slippery. A. When it stops raining. B. When it first starts to rain. C. Just before it rains. D. On hills. B. When it first starts to rain. When there is a green arrow pointing left, and the red light is illuminated at the same time, drivers A. Must stop if they are in the green arrow lane. B. Should come to a complete stop if they can. The green light will soon be red. C. Have the right-of-way and can turn left from any lane. D. Must be in the proper lane to make a turn in the direction of the arrow, and must yield the right-of-way to vehicles and pedestrians. D. Must be in the proper lane to make a turn in the direction of the arrow, and must yield the right-of-way to vehicles and pedestrians. What shape is used to give advance warning of no passing zones? A. Crossbuck. B. Pennant. C. Round. D. Horizontal rectangle. B. Pennant.
This road sign means A. Side road ahead. B. Side road entering from the left. C. Yield sign ahead. D. You have the right of way. And the answer is C. Yield sign ahead.
Racing on the highway. F. Is only allowed if you drive at least 5 miles per hour below the posted speed limit. B. May result in license suspension. C. Is never allowed. D. Is allowed only if the highway is empty and you are completely sober. C. Is never allowed. Which of the following is not true? When entering an open intersection, drivers must yield the right-of-way if A. They enter or cross a state highway from a secondary road. B. They are already in the intersection. C. They enter a paved road from an unpaved road. D. All of the above. B. They are already in the intersection. The average perception time for an alert driver is A. 0.25 to 0.5 seconds. B. 0.75 to 1 second. C. 3 to 4 seconds. D. 1 to 2 seconds. B. 0.75 to 1 second. The center lane of a 3-lane or 5-lane highway is used only A. When it is safe to pass and passing is allowed. B. For turning left. C. To park disabled vehicles. D. For turning right. B. For turning left.
This road sign means A. Do not use your brakes in this area. B. Warning, intersection ahead. C. Warning, curves ahead. D. Slippery when wet. And the answer is D. Slippery when wet.
Restricted lanes are usually reserved for A. Special black vehicles. B. Carpool vehicles or buses. C. Trains. D. Trucks during rush hour traffic. B. Carpool vehicles or buses. Which of the following must be avoided when passing another vehicle? A. On a 2-lane road, blinking your headlights to let the other driver know you are passing. B. Returning to the right side of the road immediately after passing the other vehicle. C. Giving your signal before you move into the left lane. D. Checking blind spots to make sure that you have plenty of room to pass. B. Returning to the right side of the road immediately after passing the other vehicle. A flashing red light at an intersection means A. Stop if you can. B. Stop and yield to other traffic, then go. C. The red light will soon be yellow. D. You have the right of way, other traffic must yield to you. B. Stop and yield to other traffic, then go.
This road sign warns drivers that A. Left turns are not allowed at the intersection. B. Another traffic lane joins the one they are on. C. Another road enters the highway from the direction shown. D. The road will make a sharp turn to the right. And the answer is C. Another road enters the highway from the direction shown.
All cars must have two red taillights mounted on the rear, visible from how many feet away? A. 500. B. 150. C. 1000. D. 50. C. 1000. Expressways are not also known as A. Fastways, B. Freeways, C. Reserved motorways, D. Interstate highways. A. Fastways.
This road sign A. Warns drivers of a sharp turn left. Drivers should slow their speed and keep to the left. B. Provides an advance notice of a roundabout. C. Warns drivers that U-turns are not permitted. D. Is a no right turn sign. And the answer is B. Provides an advance notice of a roundabout.
The main purpose of right-of-way rules is to A. Gradually remove traffic signals from the roads to improve the deficit. B. Avoid crashes in school zones by helping school buses. C. Make road rules difficult to understand. D. Help with smooth and safe traffic flow. D. Help with smooth and safe traffic flow. You are driving a vehicle with automatic transmission. When you park on a hill, you should A. Shift the transmission into park before setting the parking brake. B. Turn your wheels so that if your car starts to move, it will roll away from the curb. C. Set the parking brake before you place automatic gear shift in park. D. None of the above. C. Set the parking brake before you place automatic gear shift in park. Number 5. New York driving permit test questions. Which way should you turn your wheels when parking facing uphill where there is a curb? A. Turn wheels to right. B. Any of the above. C. Turn wheels to curb. D. Turn wheels from curb. D. Turn wheels from curb. If you are following a truck, you should A. Position your car so the truck driver can see you in his side mirrors. B. Maintain a safe following distance. C. Stay out of its blind spot to the rear. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. When leaving an interstate highway, you must A. Make a last-minute turn if possible. B. Slow down before turning into the deceleration lane, and check the posted safe speed for the ramp. C. Increase your speed after turning into the deceleration lane. D. Slow down as soon as you are off the expressway. D. Slow down as soon as you are off the expressway.
This road sign is A. A guide sign. B. A regulatory sign. C. A warning sign. D. A speed reduction sign. And the answer is B. A regulatory sign.
Which of the following is not a rule for safe driving? A. Ask your doctor how your medications affect driving. B. Do not drink alcohol between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. C. Always wear a safety belt. D. Be rested. B. Do not drink alcohol between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Two drivers reach an uncontrolled intersection at the same time. Who has the right of way? A. No one. B. The driver on the left. C. The driver on the right. D. The driver who does not control the car. C. The driver on the right. When driving at night, drivers should not A. Use lane lines as visual guides and look quickly to check the other vehicle's position every few seconds. B. Use headlights between the hours of sunset and sunrise. C. Use high-beam headlights within 500 feet of oncoming vehicles. D. All of the above. C. Use high-beam headlights within 500 feet of oncoming vehicles. When they see a pedestrian with a white cane crossing the street ahead of them, drivers must A. Look for a trained guide dog. B. Call the police. C. Get out of the car and help that person. D. Come to a complete stop. D. Come to a complete stop.
This warning sign A. Provides advance notice to upcoming speed limit change. B. Shows the current speed limit that all vehicles traveling in the direction of the arrow must not exceed. C. Indicates the suggested highest safe speed. D. Tells drivers that the minimum safe speed is 45 miles per hour. And the answer is A. Provides advance notice to upcoming speed limit change.
When entering an interstate highway, you must A. Turn right and stop. B. Slow down immediately after leaving the acceleration lane. C. Enter the freeway at a sharp angle if possible. D. Adjust to freeway speed in the acceleration lane, then signal and move carefully into the freeway lane. D. Adjust to freeway speed in the acceleration lane, then signal and move carefully into the freeway lane. On a two-lane road, you should A. Yield to trucks. B. Overtake and pass other vehicles only when a solid yellow line is painted on your side of the center line. C. Overtake and pass another vehicle only to the left of the vehicle. D. Keep a minimum following distance of 30 seconds. C. Overtake and pass another vehicle only to the left of the vehicle.
This road sign means A. Railroad crossing ahead. B. Side road ahead. C. Crossroad ahead. D. No passing zone ahead. And the answer is C. Crossroad ahead.
Crossbucks are A. Used to indicate railroad crossings. B. Generally used for regulatory signs. C. Used to indicate nearby cafes. D. Pentagonal signs used to indicate school crossings. A. Used to indicate railroad crossings. Which of the following is true about a double solid white line? A. It marks the edge of the pavement on most roads. B. It prohibits vehicles moving in either direction from crossing the line. C. It separates two lanes of traffic going in the same direction. D. None of the above. C. It separates two lanes of traffic going in the same direction. Tailgating trucks is particularly dangerous because A. Unlike passenger cars, trucks have blind spots directly behind them. B. Trucks go slower than cars. C. Trucks need to swing wide to the left in order to safely negotiate a right turn. D. Most trucks have several rear-view mirrors. A. Unlike passenger cars, trucks have blind spots directly behind them.
This sign indicates the vehicles can safely travel in this area. A. Reaction speed. B. Minimum speed. C. Maximum speed. D. Suggested speed. And the answer is C. Maximum speed.
At a railroad crossing, if your car stalls on the tracks, you should A. Keep your seatbelt fastened and use your horn if you see a train approaching. B. Use four-way emergency flashers and call the emergency number. C. Immediately get yourself and the other passengers out and away from the car. D. Call the police. C. Immediately get yourself and the other passengers out and away from the car. Can you pass a school bus when it displays a stop signal? A. Yes, but you must slow down and prepare to stop. B. Yes, but you cannot exceed 30 miles per hour. C. No, you must come to a complete stop. D. Yes, but you need to signal your intention to pass. C. No, you must come to a complete stop. Under the no-fault law, You must maintain insurance coverage. A. For 5 years. B. Until the insurance coverage expires. C. Throughout the vehicle registration period. D. For 10 years. C. Throughout the vehicle registration period. Which of the following is not true about ABS? A. It improves the steering ability. B. It improves the vehicle stability. C. It helps increase your stopping distance. D. It's an automobile safety system. C. It helps increase your stopping distance. Number 6. New York Permit Test Practice Test. In case of skidding, drivers should not A. Pump the brakes gently if they are about to hit something. B. Tap the gas pedal with their foot. C. Take their foot off the gas pedal. D. Steer the car into the direction of the skid. B. Tap the gas pedal with their foot. What should you do when the gas pedal is jammed? A. Get all passengers out on the side and away from traffic. B. Any of the above. C. Keep your eyes on the road. D. Brake sharply. C. Keep your eyes on the road. Aggressive driving includes A. Quick lane changes without a signal. B. Yelling, honking, gesturing at other drivers. C. Chasing or challenging other drivers. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. When driving at night with no other vehicles ahead, a driver should use A. Low beam lights. B. High beam lights. C. Parking lights. D. Emergency flashers. B. High beam lights. Lane signals are used A. To show when pedestrians may begin crossing the street. B. To alert drivers to a warning sign. C. To show which lanes are opened or closed. D. None of the above. C. To show which lanes are opened or closed.
This road sign means A. No passing zone. B. Divided highway ahead. C. Flagger ahead. D. Merging traffic. And the answer is B. Divided highway ahead.
Which of the following is a possible sign of road rage? A. Smiling to other drivers. B. Getting out of the left lane for other fast-moving vehicles. C. Hand gestures. D. Avoiding eye contact with other drivers. C. Hand gestures. Yellow traffic signs. A. When combined with an octagonal shape, tell drivers they must come to a complete stop at the marked stop line. B. Guide drivers. C. Warn drivers. D. Give directional information. C. Warn drivers. Which of the following is true about double solid yellow lines? A. Drivers may travel in the same direction on both sides of this line. B. Vehicles may cross these lines temporarily when passing is safe. C. Drivers may not cross these lines unless turning left when it's safe to do so. D. All of the above. C. Drivers may not cross these lines unless turning left when it's safe to do so.
This sign means A. The road may be slippery when wet. B. No turns are allowed on this road. C. Narrow road ahead. D. Series of curves ahead. And the answer is D. Series of curves ahead.
What should you do in case of a brake failure? A. Pull off the road into an open space, if available. B. Rub your tires on the curb to slow your car. C. Apply the parking brake slowly. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. Which of the following is a possible sign of aggressive driving? A. Keeping a cool head. B. Texting while driving. C. Throwing objects from a moving vehicle. D. Avoiding confrontation. C. Throwing objects from a moving vehicle.
This sign means A. The divided highway on which drivers are traveling ends ahead. B. A road crosses the main highway ahead. C. Drivers are coming to a point where another traffic lane joins the one they are on. D. None of the above. And the answer is C. Drivers are coming to a point where another traffic lane joins the one they are on.
Left lanes on some interstate roads are reserved for A. Pedestrians. B. Carpool vehicles. C. Large trucks. D. Vans. B. Carpool vehicles. Controlled substances include A. Marijuana. B. Prescription drugs. C. Alcoholic beverages. D. All of the above. B. Prescription drugs. Parking is not allowed. F. Where no parking signs are posted. B. In bicycle lanes. C. Within intersections. D. All of the above. D. All of the above.
This road sign means A. Do not block intersection. B. No right turn. C. Low clearance. D. Yield the right of way to oncoming vehicles. And the answer is C. Low clearance.
More than one vehicle is approaching a four-way stop sign. Who has the right of way? A. The last driver to reach the intersection. B. No one. C. The first driver to reach the intersection and stop. D. The driver on the left. C. The first driver to reach the intersection and stop. What shape is a railroad advance warning sign? A. Rectangle. B. Pentagon. C. Round. D. Crossbuck. C. Round. And pavement marking may be painted on the paved approach to a railroad crossing. A. AXT. B. SXS. C. RXC. D. RXR. D. RXR.